And his opponent fighting out of the red corner. He too stands 6 feet tall. He trains with Florida Muay Thai. Out of Orlando, Florida. Let's hear it for Mosier.
If you want to be a professional fighter, well, how far do you want to go, right? That has to be the first question, is like, how far do you want to succeed? Everybody wants to be a champion, right? That's always the end. I want to be a champion. Okay, that's cool. Right, got it. Give me a specific thing. You want to be a champion by what date, when, what weight, so on and so forth, all the way down. Boom, boom, boom. You got to be able to visualize it, right? You have to see it and know it. That's thing one. Thing two is, do you have the time to put into it, right? To become a professional fighter, it's going to take you 10 years, minimum 10 years. The reason why it's going to take you 10 years is because that's how long it takes to figure out how to play the game. It really does. It's the 10,000 hour rule. It takes you that many hours to figure out how to do it. And it takes you that many hours of being in the ring, competing against another person to figure out the situation, to know like, okay, this is where I'm at with it, you know? A lot of guys want to shortcut that again and do it in a year, do it in 2 years, do it in 3 years. And if you want to do it right and you want to have a very long, successful career, it takes 10 years in the amateur, you know, and I would say 50 plus amateur fights.
Cross, hook, cross, right? And then from here, left hand's here. I got my start training Muay Thai by, first it was, I wanted to change my life. So I had like all these things going on at the time, and I realized like, I'm not going anywhere, I'm not doing anything. And I knew I wanted to do something different, right? I am driving down the road one day and saw this particular gym that I had heard on the radio for some months previous. And then as I'm going on the road, I saw the place and I was like, oh crap, that's that place that does Muay Thai. And so I ran in and I was like, hey, tell me all about it. I want to know about it. Tell me what's going on. I met the owner. I met, you know, the coaches and everybody that was in there. And they kind of gave me a little bit of rundown to how much it would cost, all that stuff. And I was like, okay, cool. I'll be back tomorrow. And then I went back in the next day and I was like, this is amazing. This is great. I remember like when I was taking the class, my lungs burned, my body hurt, my shoulders were on fire, my shins were on fire. You know, I was dying. I remember just being what I felt was like completely out of shape, which I was, I guess. But it was probably one of the hardest things I'd done to that point. And I was like, I love this. This is where it's at. Muay Thai was something I always knew about because of what I saw in the movies. So then when I actually did it, you know, on the bag, I was like, holy cow, this is legit. Like, this is hard for real. And so I was like, I'm up for the challenge. I want to try this. And that's when I went through that and I felt it and I knew like, okay, either this even just like this simple workout could make or break me as a person, you know, as a man. And I'm like, I want this. I want the challenge. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The kicks, boom, catch. So everybody comes to the door for a different reason, right? Whether it's weight loss, it's I just self-confidence, I don't know, they want a certain girlfriend, whatever the reason is, right? And so if you communicate with people and you talk to people and you understand them and understand what their reason, why they're training or why they're doing what they're doing, it's easier to keep them motivated, right? And so because they're trying to attain what that goal is, you know what I mean? And if you can keep pushing them towards what that goal is, they'll do it. Now granted, you're gonna have pitfalls, they're gonna fall down, you're gonna be frustrated, just like I talked about earlier of all the pitfalls within just training and fighting, where you're gonna deal with that too, just through the learning process of it, you know, not even trying to be a fighter, just trying to reach whatever that goal is you're trying to reach. A lot of people are afraid to walk into a gym, not necessarily just this gym, but a gym in general. The one thing, or a lot of things I hear a lot of times is I was intimidated to come in, I was afraid to come in, I didn't want to look silly, I didn't know what to do, right? Best thing I can do, I just want to encourage people. I want to encourage people because just like Muay Thai changed my life, I want to do that for other people, right? I just happen to do it through Muay Thai, right? I want to be able to change people's lives. I want some guy who's on 10 medications, from his doctor, and he's got diabetes and whatever else he's got going on in his life. I want to show him how to get on a meal plan and how to train right and how to exercise properly and how to be disciplined in his life, so all those things go away. I guess at the end of the day, when it's said and done, I want to know that I've made somebody laugh, I've educated somebody, and I've influenced somebody to do something positive in their life.